In sum, all the attributes participate equally in determining the base table, except for those of the when none, if any. So each attribute present in the for each, and not in the when none, will physically belong to the base table, or some other table of the extended table. The only restriction appears with the defined by clause. There, it will not be possible that, belonging to the extended table, none of the attributes belongs to the base table. The for each can take other optional clauses. There is, for example, another way to filter the information with which we wish to work, and that is by using data selectors. This subject will be the object of another video. Though for now, we could say that a data selector specifies, based on the parameters received, a set of centralized conditions and orders for the information that avoids the need to repeat order, where, and define by clauses every time they're necessary. When we indicate to the for each to use a data selector, we're instructing it to add its orders, conditions, and define by to those specified. This is why the attributes appearing as parameters will be considered for determining the base table of the for each, as well as those that are inside the data selector. Another possibility is to filter according to the values returned by a data selector. Here we're indicating that it filter the records of the for each according to the mentioned attribute found in the set of values returned upon executing the data selector, as if it were a query to the database. Here, the only attribute that participates in determining the base table of the for each is the where attribute. Those appearing as parameters or the ones inside the data selector will not participate. Another optional clause added when the for each command is being executed in a procedure to update or delete records of the database is the blocking clause, which allows us to specify that the update or deletion is to be done in blocks of n records, so as to reduce accesses to the database. When the for each is inside a procedure and we want to update the value of an attribute that cannot have repeated values, as in the case of an attraction name that has a unique index defined, when the for each is executed on record 1, if we try to change the value of attraction name of that record for it to take the value Eiffel Tower, the unique index will indicate that there is a record with that value already, so the update will not take place. But if we want to action in this case, we program the clause when duplicate. The attributes present in that clause will not take part in determining the base table of the for each either. The for each may be used in both procedures and in events of other objects where queries to the database are allowed. The same logic of the for each may be found in other ways of querying the database, such as the groups of data providers, and the grids with base table. So, having gone through the details of this logic implies having learnt already a significant part of the heart of GeneXus.